Hello and welcome back to Nomadic Geographic. I am Brandon and this is my house here in Wanette, Oklahoma. The other video that you saw last time was in my office in Norman. So I'm still working on some videos that I'm editing, but in the meantime I want to have stuff to put out, so I'm going to do another reaction video. This time we're going to be looking at some cryptids. I figured maybe as a wildlife guy, you know, I can maybe pick out what some of these things are. I'm not really sure what to expect. I kind of expect some things that are just misidentified animals, some things that are probably AI, and some things that maybe are just cameras malfunctioning. So this is actually from the channel Slapped Ham. I've seen, I think, Beardo and some of the debunker channels use this channel to look at the top 5 and those kind of things for paranormal videos, but apparently he has a cryptid compilation, and I figured I'd check that out, see if I can add any insight. But make sure you go watch the original video, since I am using his content. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike, but I think I've seen other people use his stuff before, and hopefully he's welcome to having people react to his videos. If not, I guess this video won't be up very long, and we'll see. Let's get started.
A mysterious video shared to Instagram by Scary Encounter has left viewers divided after appearing to capture something strange. According to the video's description, the footage was recorded on August 22nd, 2024 at 4:26 a.m. by a security camera in Mexico.
Que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero a veces mira que se está yendo por aquí.
The strange sight has stirred plenty of speculation online. Some viewers believe the footage might show a witch or spirit manifestation, pointing to Mexico's long reputation.
Yeah, that's just a terrible quality camera. So what I'm seeing here is the camera is picking up the light from his phone. I think that's a phone. It might be a flashlight or torch, whatever you want to call it. But I'm pretty sure the camera is just picking that up, and everything else is all pixelated. And whenever he points his phone down, then his image comes into focus. And then as you see, when he uses his light to walk back the other way, then he slowly goes out of focus again. So this is just a case of a bad a bad camera. And yeah, I think that's a good idea of what to expect from the rest of these.
As a paranormal hotspot filled with legends of brujas, shadow people, and glowing spectral lights.
If you got hit.
Others, however, offered a more grounded interpretation. One commenter suggested that the clip actually shows 2 people, and the orb effect could simply be the result of them walking with a flashlight. When viewed closely, the footage does indeed seem to show 2 individuals standing side by side right before the orb disappears.
Maybe. I think it might still just be one person, I can't tell, but again, it's just a terrible camera, so it might have just been a glitch of showing the same person's image twice there.
Que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja.
Yeah, I guess it did look like there were 2 people standing next to each other there. It's tough. I mean, it's just a terrible camera, so how are we supposed to... But I think leaping to a bruja is kind of absurd.
Pero no sé, se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien.
Still, the clip's low resolution and eerie timing leave plenty of room for interpretation. Whether it's a camera glitch, an optical illusion, or something genuinely otherworldly remains to be seen.
Does it though?
Dice que ahí todavía está corriendo a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, se empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien.
Yeah, it's very clearly just a couple people walking around with a light.
TikTok user Misty Nadams recently shared a truly unsettling clip that's been giving viewers chills. The video, captured on her neighbour's Wise security camera, was posted with the caption, "Caught on my neighbour's Wise camera last night. My son came home seconds after this and saw no one. He walked up next to the building. This thing was further into the yard, past the tree." The clip quickly went viral, with thousands of comments debating what the mysterious shape could be. Some viewers believe it's a shadow person, a type of dark apparition often reported in paranormal encounters.
It's crazy to me that when somebody sees something on a camera like that, that they automatically leap to things that don't exist. Like, why would you not immediately think, oh, somebody's messing with me? I don't think that was an animal. It might have been some, I don't know, maybe a weird owl or something hopping across. But it's too blurry to really tell. But I think it was a person just sneaking around. Probably a friend of theirs trying to scare them. Or, you know, I'm not going to make accusations because I don't know who the people are that filmed it. But if they're a TikToker and they are trying to get views, you know, they might just jump across in front of their camera. So while I can't say definitively what it is, why are we going straight to it's some kind of paranormal shadow person?
Others suggest a camera glitch or lighting illusion, though the movement seems too fluid and deliberate to dismiss easily. Whatever it was, many agree. Something strange crossed that yard that night, and it wasn't just a trick of the light. Here's a quick and eerie one. The clip, titled "The Strange Figure, France," has been circulating online after a young woman captured something truly bizarre outside her window. Recorded on September 13th, 2023 in France, the video shows what appears to be a dark, humanoid figure floating silently in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Some viewers believe the footage shows a humanoid entity.
Of course, okay. Yeah, I'm a little confused on that one. I would want to say like a balloon or something, but you'd think it would be blowing in the wind and moving around. If you have any ideas on what some of these things are, make sure you let me know in the comments too. Or if you think I'm an idiot for being too skeptical about everything. But, you know, it's just, we live in a world that is based in reality. And when we just make things up because we want to believe, like the poster that you can't see because it's covered up by the screen. That's just, you're just giving up on thinking. So let's try to come up with rational explanations for things, you know? Let's not just jump to, ooh, it's a ghost or a shadow person or aliens. Who knows what this thing is? Sometimes things blow up into the sky. I don't know.
Possibly something otherworldly. Others are convinced it's a cleverly positioned drone or balloon, with the movement distorted by perspective and light.
There is that, and I was also thinking maybe like a drone with something on it. You know, they have delivery drones and stuff nowadays. I don't know what's going on. People might also just fake things like that with a drone. It is staying perfectly still up in the sky, which does seem a little suspicious. So, I mean, maybe if they... Yeah, I don't know. My drone can't lift anything. My drone is tiny. I have a little DJI Neo. But there are other drones that are much stronger than mine that could potentially lift up like a blanket or something and just have it sitting there. I don't know what that was. But I think a drone's a pretty good guess. And it is something that exists, which, you know, is makes it more likely than some of these supernatural explanations.
Still, the clip's unsettling stillness and the figure's human-like outline have sparked endless debate. So what do you think? A simple drone or something unexplained floating above France that day?
You could also get like a Halloween decoration. Some of those are pretty lightweight and hang it from a drone. It's an idea. Maybe if I ever get a decent drone that isn't, I mean, okay, I don't want to talk crap about the Neo. I love my little Neo. But if I ever get a stronger drone, maybe I'll try to replicate some of these things, and we'll see what we can do.
Here's a bizarre one that left the internet both fascinated and disturbed. Reddit user HNNRSS recently shared photos of a strange humanoid figure dug up during renovation work in what used to be a church graveyard.
Okay, are we really gonna say that that's a humanoid figure? It's very clearly just, I guess I would call it pareidolia, because we see a bunch of, I think those were like rebar or something, some kind of wiring, some kind of wire structure, and when they dug it up, and it's clearly cut in places. Let me go back to it. It's clearly, you know, just kind of ripped out of the ground. So when it comes out like that, your brain is going to piece together a humanoid figure. But, you know, who knows what angle it actually was. It might have been, you know, that might be upside down, and maybe we wouldn't instantly recognize it as humanoid if we saw it from a different perspective. But yeah, I mean, it's creepy looking. I'll give them that. It's creepy looking when you pose it like that.
According to the OP, the discovery was made on their parents' property, a converted church now undergoing renovation. Workers uncovered the unsettling figure buried in the ground near the yard. Its appearance immediately sparked debate across Reddit. Some suggested it could be an old folk art effigy, perhaps made by someone centuries ago as part of a ritual or warding charm meant to protect the church grounds. Others believe it could be a mummified figure or a relic created during one of the many reconstructions the site has undergone over the years. Some say it may unleash a curse if disturbed. More skeptical users propose that it might just be an old sculpture or weathered garden ornament that had been buried over time.
Yeah, you know, I guess I've never seen what happens to like a garden gnome or something whenever it's left to the elements for a very long time. But yeah, you know, people make things. You know, people make sculptures and they make decorations. It's, again, why are we leaping to things that are less likely when there are lots of regular things, ordinary things that people do, and things that happen. I don't know. You know, it's just, maybe that's why I don't have as much fun as believers do, because it doesn't, the first thing that comes to mind for me is not supernatural.
Still, the eerie humanoid form and the fact it was found in a church graveyard has given the find an undeniably chilling edge.
Tender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
You might remember that eerie North Carolina 911 call we covered a few weeks back, the one where a terrified driver claimed something non-human had jumped into the back of his truck.
I've seen this one.
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the back of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
Well, new footage coming out of the state has people wondering if it...
I mean, the images that we're adding there are kind of maybe painting our view of what's going on. All right, let's see what this is.
Could be connected. A TikTok user named Whoa That's Strange recently shared a chilling video taken from a woman's home security cameras.
They said they came home one night, they were turning into their driveway and they saw something in the wood line, so they checked their cameras and this thing showed up on their camera.
The clip shows what appears to be a pale, elongated creature creeping across her backyard in the dead of night.
this thing runs, jumps on this little wall right here, and then runs away into the woods.
According to the uploader, the homeowner spotted movement in the woods near her property and checked her security system. To her horror, the creature appeared not only on her backyard camera, but also on another angle from the side of her house, confirming it wasn't a glitch.
And this thing was captured not only on her backyard camera, but on the side yard camera as well.
So what exactly are we seeing here? A distorted human figure, a skinwalker, or could it be the same creature reported in that now infamous Pender County encounter? Whatever it is, this North Carolina mystery just got a whole lot stranger.
And when you look at the proportions of this thing, it is not a human. I am not sure what this thing is, but it really makes me think about that North Carolina 911 call.
Or have we considered that maybe it's not real? I mean, if it is real, I gotta say, I don't know what that is. But this is the internet. And until I see somebody capture one of these, whatever it is, like, yeah, I will say, cryptids are, sometimes real. Sometimes things that we don't believe are real turn out to be real. Like the coelacanth, I guess, is the first thing that comes to mind. It's the fish that before it was rediscovered, I think like in the early 1900s, I don't remember exactly when, it was thought to be extinct for millions and millions of years. This was only known from the fossil record. And then somebody found one in a fish market. And now we know that they still exist, and we know where to find them. The oceans are hard to, the oceans are very different than rural, this is suburban, what do they say, North Carolina. If things are still this big and undiscovered in North Carolina, that's outrageous, and I don't believe it. Just like Bigfoot. If there is a giant ape running around in North America and it still has not been confirmed, then what are we doing? Like, there's so many people exploring all over the country. This place is very highly populated. Sure, there are remote areas in North America, but we would have found a giant ape by now. And same with whatever this weird frog person is.
A curious and haunting piece of footage out of Brazil has been making the rounds online. Uploaded to YouTube by the channel Alien Info, the video claims to show what witnesses describe as a 3-meter tall being, a colossal figure appearing deep in the forest, radiating such immense energy that those nearby allegedly felt themselves begin to float.
Isso aqui é uma foto mesmo tirada, não é?
isso é real.
Não pode, o negócio
The encounter, filmed by a local couple, features witnesses speaking in Portuguese as they recount what they saw. A massive humanoid presence, almost 3 meters tall, appearing amid the trees near what locals call the House of Stones. They describe the being as a guardian of the forest, a protector spirit said to dwell in the wilderness. According to the speakers, the creature's energy was so intense that one woman, Donna Cheetah, claimed she physically floated off the ground when it appeared. The speakers refer to multiple entities, the guardian of the hill and the father of the forest, suggesting that these figures are part of a wider pattern of mysterious apparitions that emerge at the mouth of the night.
So what, is there no actual footage? We're just listening to witness testimonies? People are not reliable, okay? Take that and do with it what you will in your everyday life. People in general are not reliable, but also their memories are not reliable. And I don't know these people. They're probably perfectly lovely people, but I'm not going to just believe extraordinary claims that I hear on the internet, especially without seeing any footage or anything. I can see a blurry video of him showing his cell phone, but I can't see anything on the image, so what's the point?
Olha isso aqui.
São guardiões da mata, né?
Guardião da mata.
Tem guardião do morro também.
Ele aparece na boca da noite.
Aquele que faz.
While the video is presented as evidence of extraterrestrial contact, the language used by the witnesses blends seamlessly with Brazil's rich folklore of forest spirits and
I will say, I hope that there are forest spirits protecting the forest because, you know, we're destroying our forests at an alarming rate, especially in South America, to feed our consumerist society. And, yeah, you know, I hope the forest spirits are stopping the destruction. That would be great. But they haven't done a very good job so far, so come on. Get to work, forest spirits. Stop those bulldozers.
elemental guardians. In Brazilian mythology, the Curupira and Caipora are ancient spirits believed to protect the rainforest and its creatures.
Oh, YouTube, we have to censor out forest spirit boobies. It's just art. Come on, people.
That's my wife in the truck right there. Yeah.
While the Mapinguari, often described as a massive, hairy humanoid, has long been likened to a South American Bigfoot. These beings are said to appear to those who disrespect the land or to travelers who wander too deep into the forest after dark.
It's very convenient that these giant apes can just materialize and never provide any evidence that they exist.
The description of the creature, a gigantic light-emitting figure that induces levitation and awe, also resonates with more modern alien abduction narratives. Witnesses of close encounters often describe overwhelming sensations of vibration, paralysis, and the uncanny feeling of being lifted or drawn by an unseen force. Yet where some might interpret these sensations as evidence of alien technology, others view them as a continuation of the age-old human experience of confronting the sacred, the numinous, and the unknown. As anthropologists have noted, sightings like this occupy a fascinating middle ground, where ancient spirituality meets modern ufology. In the pre-industrial past, luminous beings in the sky were often called angels. In the age of rockets and satellites, they've become extraterrestrials. But the emotional truth of the experience, wonder, fear, reverence, remains strikingly the same. So what did the witnesses in Brazil really capture that night?
Well, we haven't seen anything that they've captured. We haven't... Did they capture anything? Because all we've heard is just testimony and then a blurry picture on a cell phone that you can't see anything. So... yeah, okay, this is kind of pointless.
Trick of light, a forest spirit, or something beyond our understanding. Whether mythic guardian or modern alien, the mysterious 3-meter being of Brazil continues to...
Are we saying that's the photo? I thought that was just like the AI thing there. Yeah, I don't think that's real. Yeah. Or it's a person holding a really bright flashlight pointed right at the camera. I bet we could replicate that. It's you know, if you have a spotlight and you're pointing it directly at the camera, it's not going to be focused very well. So I think that's what that is. It's not an alien. It's not a forest spirit, as much as I would love that.
Blur the line between folklore and the frontier of the unexplained.
Uma foto mesmo tirada, não é?
Não, isso é real.
A chilling video making the rounds online has viewers in disbelief. The short clip, shared to Instagram by Scary Videos and Pictures and reportedly first uploaded to the Scary Chiller YouTube channel, shows someone exploring what appears to be an old, possibly abandoned school. Soon, something grabs their attention. When the footage is slowed down and zoomed in, a strange figure can be seen lurking in the darkness. It appears to have long, ape-like limbs and a wide, unnatural mouth, a fleeting glimpse that's as quick as it is disturbing. Unfortunately, very little is known about where the footage was actually captured, leaving the clip wide open to speculation. Some viewers suggested it could be a monkey that wandered into the building, while others, leaning into the paranormal, claimed it might be something far more sinister, even a
Yeah, I mean, if it's real and not just, you know, a faked video, I would definitely lean towards some kind of monkey, but it almost looks like a prop of a chimp or something because it's staying perfectly still. So I would lean towards not a real whatever it is, but yeah, it does look very very primate-like, and you can almost see that chimp, those lips on the chimp. So that would be what I would say. I don't know for sure, but this is the first thing that I would say looks like an animal of some kind, right? Everything else has been supernatural looking, so, or paranormal. So I'm just like, this is the first thing that I would think would fit in a cryptid video, but maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think that is? I'm leaning towards a fake chimp.
Werewolf-like creature.
Oh, actually, it looked like it moved its mouth like a chimp too. It was like, maybe, or I'm just seeing things now. Let me go back.
Mouth, a fleeting glimpse that's as quick as it is disturbing.
Yeah, so chimps, they communicate with a lot of facial expressions, and that almost looks like what that is. And even if this isn't within the native range of a chimp, maybe people keep them as pets. Unfortunately, it's like keeping a human as a pet. And maybe this escaped, especially if this is from a country where there are very little in the way of regulations. Who knows? But again, leaping to something unknown when there are things that are known that fit, why are we doing that?
Unfortunately, very little is known about where the footage was actually captured, leaving the clip wide open to speculation. Some viewers suggested it could be a monkey that wandered into the building, while others, leaning into the paranormal, claimed it might be something far more sinister, even a werewolf-like creature. Whatever the truth, the eerie sighting has sparked another round of late-night internet sleuthing. So what do you think has been captured on camera here? Watch the clip closely one more time and see if you can identify the figure in the comments section below.
Do that here, and also do that on Slapped Ham's channel. Make sure Slapped Ham gets the credit for compiling these videos. It is an entertaining channel. I will give him that, even if I don't think anything here is supernatural. I swear there's more ads on YouTube than there are on regular TV now.
A chilling video uploaded by D's Dark Adventures has left viewers debating what exactly was caught on camera deep in the Appalachian Mountains.
Stop, please.
D, a paranormal investigator who travels the country in search of the supernatural, ventured into a dense forest at night. But what she captured on film has many spooked.
Hi.
A tall, shadowy figure seems to emerge from the darkness, its eyes reflecting the beam of her light.
Hi.
I think those are stars. We see other stars going through the trees, it looks like. Or we really don't know where this is. I mean, there might be house lights in the distance. But taking her at her word, if she's out in the middle of the Appalachians and there's just some lights, it looks to me like there are stars peeking through. And either she's pretending to be this scared, which, again, benefit of the doubt, or she's just mistaking stars for eyes and scaring herself. So, maybe bring a friend if you're going to go wander alone in the remote forest. That would be my advice. And then maybe you won't freak yourself out as easily. And yeah, you can kind of see them moving, but I think that's because the camera is moving. And I mean, it's not even fully dark. You can see the sky through the trees there. So if there's a point where the light can poke through the trees, it's gonna look like eyes.
Yep. I can't go.
Clearly unnerved, the YouTuber backs away before quickly leaving the area. Moments later, she realizes that the eerie figure appears to be following her. As Dee reaches a clearing, she spots it again near the tree line. This time, it seems to stand upright, almost like a bear rising onto its hind legs. Panicking.
Okay, yeah, I can see that being an animal. And it is the Appalachians, and there are black bears there. So, yeah.
She starts running, glancing back to find the mysterious figure seemingly closer than before.
Dude, no! It looks like a person, man. But no person.
Humans don't reflect. Their eyes don't reflect like that with regular lights.
It looks like a person. Stop!
Breathless and frightened, you can hear her saying,
Is that it right there? Because it's looking more like a bear.
that it looks like a human and hoping someone would drive by to help.
Stop!
Drive by. I don't see any roads.
Fuck, I can't run. Somebody drive by. Somebody drive by.
Maybe there is a road.
In the comments, several viewers suggested that the creature might have been a bear, noting that running could have triggered a predator response in the animal. Others, however, believe Dee may have encountered something far stranger, perhaps even supernatural.
Of course they think that. But bears exist, so why are we going towards supernatural?
With the footage captured in near total darkness, it's difficult to tell exactly what the figure was. Whether a person, an animal, or something else entirely, one thing is certain. This nighttime adventure turned...
Oh, that's very clearly a bear. That is a bear. That's cool. You got to see a bear. Be excited about that. We don't have to say it's some supernatural thing.
out far more terrifying than Dee expected. So, what do you think Dee managed?
I mean, it stood up just like a bear. Everything about that was bear-like. Again, don't go into the woods by yourself at night if there are bears around. Okay.
To capture on camera? Let me know in the comments section below.
Stop! I need a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down, up and down. Stop! Fuck, I can't run. Ah!
Also, don't feed wildlife, because this is the kind of thing that happens. If you feed bears, they're going to follow people, and that leads to attacks. Not saying that that's what happens. Sometimes bears are just curious, or maybe it had cubs around, you know, who knows. But it was a bear.
It was moving, I saw it move.
Colorado River Expeditions, a rafting company, shared footage in May 2025, claiming to show a genuine Bigfoot encounter.
Where is it? Do you see it?
Yeah, I do see that brown against the tree.
Dude, it's like hidden in the tree.
See the slant right there?
Dude, I can't find it on the phone. So he's straight up there.
The video shows a dark, bipedal figure moving through trees above the river as rafters watch in disbelief.
Look at my phone, you can see it.
Wait, I want to see it in the phone. I want to see it too.
If you got hit, even
God.
as a passenger.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's weird.
Definitely. Guys, come look in the phone, you can see it.
Posted with the caption, "No CGI, no fakes, just wilderness and raw footage."
Oh, okay. Well, they said it's not fake, so clearly it's not fake. Because nobody on the internet ever says anything like that.
The clip quickly gained tens of thousands of likes.
We come in peace.
We come in.
I can't zoom in any more than this.
Come on.
Colorado
now.
has
Come on now. That's a person in a costume.
long been a hotspot for Bigfoot reports, with more than 130 recorded sightings.
And, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that Colorado River expeditions faked this intentionally, but there are people that will mess with you in the world because it's funny. And they succeeded. And also, you know, I bet Colorado River expeditions got some good, you know, advertising out of this. So good for them. But that was not a real thing. That was a person in a costume.
Sightings, but experts remain doubtful. Anthropologist Maria Mayer said the gate looked too human and questioned why a reclusive animal would appear so openly.
Wait, I want to see it in the phone. I want to see it too. Oh my goodness.
It looks exactly like what you would do if you were in a costume and trying to pretend that you were a Bigfoot.
Dude, that's weird.
Online, many dismissed it as a person in a ghillie suit or a marketing stunt timed with the rafting season. Critics noted how smoothly it walked compared to the classic Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967.
Wait, are we comparing the Patterson-Gimlin film as the real Bigfoot, even though we know for a fact that that's been debunked and the person that did it admitted to it? Is that what's happening?
Plotting against us. We come in peace. We come in.
Despite millions of views and heated debate, no physical evidence has emerged. No tracks, no hair, no proof. So, was this footage another clever hoax, or could rafters on the Colorado River really have glimpsed the legendary cryptid?
Clever hoax? I wouldn't say that. Hoax, yes.
Dude, that's weird.
It's definitely. Guys, come look in the phone. You can see it. It's definitely.
Plotting against us.
I'm going to do one more, and then we'll have to make this a multi-part thing because this is like over 2 hours, and I'm not going to react to all of that in one video. So we'll do one more.
This next one feels like something straight out of a folklore horror film, but it was all captured on drone footage and uploaded by GL Drone. According to the uploader, they were out camping with friends when they began to feel like someone was following them. That night, they heard strange noises in the woods and woke to find footprints around their campsite and a few items missing. To investigate, the OP launched a drone equipped with a thermal camera, hoping to track whoever had been sneaking around.
Well, that's definitely people. People walking around. So, I don't... Is it supposed to be supernatural? Is that what we're saying? Because those are people. Those are heat signatures of people walking around.
The footage shows a person following the group.
Okay, so that is their group.
But when they switched the drone from thermal to visual mode to get a better look, what they saw was bizarre.
But what I saw in the thermal was not definitively a person. That was just a light figure. So a deer makes sense. Show it again.
No person, just a deer standing exactly where the human shape had been moments before.
How do you look at that and
the
say
OP
human
says that
shape? There was nothing about that was human shaped on the thermal. It was a deer. Why don't you zoom in and then switch it to thermal, and then you'll see a thermal shape of a deer.
They were told a few people have gone missing in this very patch of forest. Now viewers are left to debate what the drone really captured. Some say
It captured a deer. Let's watch another stupid ad.
no person, just a deer standing exactly where the human shape had been moments before.
Yeah, very clearly.
The OP says that they were told a few people have gone
signature.
missing in this very patch of forest. Now viewers are left to debate what the drone really captured. Some say it was a simple camera glitch, heat signatures misread between human and animal, but others think this may be evidence of something much older and stranger.
Where are you seeing
Perhaps a
human?
shapeshifter or a forest spirit that lures people in by mimicking human cries for help.
we see a deer, and then we're like, maybe it's a forest spirit that lures people into the woods. Like, why? Why can't we live in reality? Why can't we just live in the real world, which is amazing enough? We don't have to make a bunch of stupid things up. Okay, just go outside, people. Go outside and enjoy nature. And I promise you, you will not see any forest spirits or skinwalkers or whatever trying to lure you into the woods. I promise. Oops. What did I just do?
Whatever it was, one thing's certain. This footage has left even seasoned outdoorsmen deeply unsettled.
Why would seasoned outdoorsmen be unsettled? I promise. Like, I've spent a lot of time outdoors. I've been in remote areas. I've camped for days on end in the Gila wilderness. There's mountain lions, there's bobcats, there's bears, there's deer, there's elk. I promise you, I have never seen a forest spirit. Okay. All right, so I think that's where we're going to end it for now. What do you guys think? Am I being overly skeptical? Am I annoying you? Am I driving you crazy because you think all these things are real? Or do you agree that there are rational explanations for every single thing that we saw here? Including the things that are very clearly not real, like the weird-looking frog, skinny frog person that was walking around in the yard. I say a frog person because it just reminded me of the way that some of the frogs, especially like South American tree frogs, the way they walk around. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you hated it, and if there's anything else that you'd like me to react to, feel free to post that in the comments, because I'm always just like scrambling to find something interesting to react to. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.